and the Buckeyes. A rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hayes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Hayes. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught over the middle. It's Hayes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Man, I love on third down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Makes it past the marker. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bobo. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. it off. Fights off a defender. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Jean-Pierre. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, it sets up 4th and short now early in the game, and this is now a massive decision for the head coach because it is early, and how aggressive are you willing to be? You could get this first down, pay it off, go score, create some incredible momentum, or you don't get it, it completely backfires, and now your opponents are literally knocking on the door.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sense that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State? A big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. They're so...
Always got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Hit as he throws. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Vogel. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. To the air, it's Jean-Pierre. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
That's a great job getting a first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Miller. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right
throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. The 50. He's at the 30. 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. He'll bring it out. It's Bobo. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Jean-Pierre. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense going forward.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for... Converts on fourth down. Still going. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Washington State was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Pullman. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Hayes. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. Got his man to the left. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Still looking, on the move. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Looking for more room. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Jean-Pierre. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Penn State! And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Penn State 28, Ohio State 7.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bobo. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. First play of the drive wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Roberts. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, get a little juju going.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Hauls it in. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Scanning the field, it's Jean-Pierre. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. All by himself down the middle. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Bobo. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Here comes the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
The hand to the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Jean-Pierre. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Under fire. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's looking deep. Makes the grab on the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. A shot toward the end zone. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Penn State.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Ohio State, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Bobo. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Running back searching for a hole. Finding open areas. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, 1 little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
He's going for a big play downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bobo. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on 1 play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so...
There he goes! And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
That's That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The give to the back. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's got it down the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Hayes. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff...
And he makes the catch inside the 15. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Now from inside the red zone. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Looking to throw, it's Booker. And it's incomplete on third down.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone over.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Pocket breaking down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He he had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
The give out of the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
Looking for the 2-point try. He wants to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bobo. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me...
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Taking it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Gonna run it. It's Hayes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They'll leave it with him. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
56, Ohio State, 7.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
He's tackled at the 34. Coming up, 4th down.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Shoots it to the left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Got his man downfield. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown Buckeyes. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. New Mexico looked less like a pack of Lobos and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough at Albuquerque, and today they found a way outside of University Stadium. A busy day in the Mountain West, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Back to pass, it's Booker. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Penn State! Once he got some room, it was over. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. It's Bobo. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Handoff to the single back. Bounced off his feet. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Jean-Pierre. Finds the tight end. Out across the 30. Steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Yeah, And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He's looking to pass. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Here's the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
And I think there's so many guys that think they can outrun guys and make plays, and sometimes you got to realize when a play's over and just get north-south, but QB's trying to outrun guys. The defense does a great job staying exactly where they're supposed to be, playing discipline, and getting the huge loss and the huge stop.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
That's really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might be changing the route. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? Fourth quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go four verticals, but the defense knows it's coming, and they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end and coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Booker. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his tight end. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
77, Ohio State, 14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bobo. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Let's it fly. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. The Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. On the move. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Right on the money. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Back to pass. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It wouldn't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Takes the knee, and they will remain perfect. So Penn State takes down Ohio State, a couple of blue bloods, cornerstone programs in college football, and you know both sides can't wait until they meet again. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.